Hi everyone, good afternoon. Hope everyone doing well. I'm Aditya Satpathy. So today we'll go some of the topic like we'll go to cloud computing, like how it works, and I will try to teach you guys about how data engineering looks like. In recent days, I have been learning data engineering with Azure and Databricks and cloud storage. So I will try to teach in the simplest way whatever I learned. Okay, so basically starting from this, like for 4 to 5 session, I can continue for cloud computing and data engineering concept, all these things. So before going to that, what is cloud computing? Okay, so I will give some real-time example, not real-time, like a simple example how we can correlate all this terminology cloud. So suppose consider one, you are sending a letter to someone. Okay, so is uh, the letter have some address in it, okay, of the receiver, okay, that we can call as IP address. Like client have IP address and server have IP address, okay. Then we are sending this particular letter to someone with some medium like postman or speed post or RMS, anything, okay, that will be called, okay. And then server we can consider as a receiver, that person will receive the particular message or something, okay, that we can call as receiver or server in terminology as of cloud computing, okay. Then suppose this cloud computing, basically cloud is consisting of compute memory, compute like CPU, then memory is RAM, okay, then storage, like we can call as database or data where we can store all these things, then compute memory storage database, okay, database, okay, then network. Network, basically network is consisting of switches, routers, okay, all these things network will be consisting of, okay. But as of now I won't cover the whole thing, okay. We can go for like Google search or something, we can get to know all this terminology how it works. Basically why cloud computing is a hype nowadays, like before cloud computing people used to have the on premises, like on premises all this thing will be there, like compute memory storage database network. Suppose one company called Deloitte having the the infrastructure in his office or in his server location, all this thing, like he have some CPU, RAM, storage, all this thing, okay, to maintain all his data. But the main problem is like if some disaster comes tomorrow, then if this got destroyed, then he cannot recover all this thing, okay. That's the main problem. And coming to other problems, like see, suppose to maintain all these things, we need a particular person to maintain it 24 into 7, okay, that is not possible, okay. And we have to someone, if we have tomorrow some more additional data come to there, then we have to increase the infrastructure of that particular infrastructure, okay, that will cost a huge, okay, like it is not cheaper, like we just have to buy some CPU or something like that. But yeah, it will be more costlier, okay. All these routers, switches, storage, memory, and CPUs, okay. So to overcome all this thing, okay, just forgive me, like I just draw some line, but yeah, just you can like consider like on premises, okay. Then coming to cloud, why we are using cloud, okay. Suppose why we are using cloud. So to overcome all this problem of the on-premises, okay, we come across one solution called cloud, like Amazon and Google and Microsoft come for the solution called cloud. Basically they are the cloud provider who give us the permission to use, like for storage, like we can use cloud storage or S3 bucket, all these things we can use instead of on premises, like whenever we need, we can get the access. So basically what is cloud computing? So cloud computing, like we can get all this compute, memory, storage, all these things in on demand. Like whenever we need, we can get all these things. Okay, it's not like the on premises. Okay, so suppose we want to add some particular memory or particular storage tomorrow, you can just go to AWS or GCP or Azure. You can just start the instance or start the server or start the storage storage device in AWS or GCP or Azure. Okay, and this is like cheaper also. It is like you go price model. Like whenever you are suppose you are purchasing some EC2 instance. Okay, suppose you are purchasing some EC2 instance, so it won't cost like the moment you are purchasing some EC2 instance, that will start the billing of the particular instance. But the moment you stop the instance, then that's it. You don't need to pay for that particular instance. Okay. Thus, how the feasibility of that uh, particular system. Okay, like the cloud. That's how the cloud works. Okay. So if we can go with example like which all are real time service they are using cloud, we can go for like Gmail, and then coming to our Outlook and Dropbox. Netflix is using AWS most of the time, okay, to stream their services. Okay, so this is all like basically some basic of the cloud. Hope you understand, but I know it is not completely understandable, but yeah, just for to begin with, we can just take a reference of this and we can go forward. Okay, so the biggest cloud provider in nowadays like AWS, GCP, and Azure. Okay, so you can go with anything, any cloud provider. It is the services are somewhat similar. It's not that much difficult. That no huge difference. You can go with AWS. I have started with AWS, but as I joined with the Azure data engineer, so recently I am continuing on Azure. So I will go with Azure as of now, but if you have any doubt for AWS, please feel free to ping me in the comment section. I can help you with my knowledge. Whatever I have, I can help you with that. Okay, so we will continue for Azure. Okay, so starting with Azure. Okay, so before creating any Azure account, just open one account. It's easy to uh, create some particular Azure account. Okay, so please create that, and to create the Azure also, there is no much of information required. You just okay, you just create the name. Suppose and to I will show from the search, so we can go with it. Okay, so you just navigate to this portal. Okay, then go to free account. Okay, then you can click on the start free. Here you have to enter all the details. If you are a student, dot. So basically, AWS provides 1 year free trial, but for Azure, it just provide 1 month free trial. Like it is basically providing you 15,000 or something for the trial account. Okay, you can, if you are a student, if you have a .edu account with you, then you can get the free account for 1 year. But it is not a big deal. You can use you can create many emails or Outlook account, and you can use after 1 month also, so there is no need to worry about it. Okay, so here's another account. If I will create this one, it will scratch. Okay, you have to enter all this Outlook account and all, and you have to give all these details. Okay, so I won't go with that all the process. then create one Microsoft Outlook account, and then you just create follow the steps, and you have to enter your credit card or debit card details. From there they will deduct 2 rupees, and again they will revert you back with the 2 rupees. So no need to worry about it. Just go ahead all this procedure, and then you can just come to again Azure portal after one period all these details. Okay, I will, as I have already done it, I will just log in with my Azure account. Okay. Okay, so this is called our Azure console. Okay, what we call Azure console. Okay, here we can see all this. These all are recent used, like as I am practicing all these things. So recently used services from the Azure. Okay, so here you can search any of this. Okay, console, you can search it from like all the services what you want to do. You can search it. Okay, so first service we'll learn today is a storage account. So basically this is a service which are provided by the Azure. Okay, like we can create containers and all. Okay, here you can see this is home of the storage account. Okay, here you can see all the recently created storage accounts. If you can hover it, once you created the account, if you hover it, you can see. Give me 1 second. I am just trying like where you can see the money what they have assigned to me, like 15,000 or something. I don't remember exact amount. Okay, so but you can able to see it here somewhere, but I don't remember as of now. Okay, so just give me 1 second. Like I'm just checking like what where we can check. I have made the note of it. I am not getting it. No issues. Okay, we'll start with the storage account. Basically, there are different type of uh, cloud services like infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and then IaaS, PaaS, software as a service. Okay, so this service, this storage account is a infrastructure as a service type of thing. Okay, so how you can create it? Just click on create. Once you click on create, okay, so this all this detail you will have to fill it. Okay, first of all, subscription you have to fill it as a free trial only, as we are in a free trial. Okay, resource basically is suppose how you can define resource group, like uh, if some play in suppose users for this account, so I group them into particular one group. Okay, it is called as resource group. Like you can suppose one more person will come tomorrow, and they want to access all the things. So I provide the resource group to that particular user. He can use it. So if you don't have any resource group, you can just create it and you can use it. Okay. Then storage account name, it doesn't allow any capital letter or something. So I will and don't doesn't allow the special character underscore also. So I will just give my name and storage account. Okay, once this is done, you just always choose the standard one, because it will again cost you more if you select any premium or thing. Okay, so once I select this one, I will go to the next one. Okay, I will just make sure all these checkboxes are as it is. I won't change anything. So what is Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2? Okay, so recently this one, like one of the service, like it is a type of storage account which allows you to create directories and allows you to create private access or to that particular container. I will just explain it later, but let me duplicate it. I will explain. First, I will create one normal with clicked on data lake storage Gen 2. Then I will create another storage without Gen 2. Then what will the difference? I will explain. Okay. Then these all are, I will make sure as it is, I won't change anything. Then these all are like enable soft delete, like if you delete any files like blobs, okay, we call as blobs, services and container. You have the provision to recover all these things up before 7 days, okay. So like we can just revoke it. Okay, I won't change anything. And so I will allow all service like block file, tables, queue, all these things, okay. And you can also go for the same thing. I won't just add any tag. Okay, once this is done, in meanwhile I will just create another storage. Okay, so basically if you won't select any ADLS service, it will consider as a blob service. Okay, so right now I am not selecting the data storage. As you can see, if you are not selecting, it is considering as a blob service. Okay, then I will just make sure all as it is. Then I will allow all the things. Next, next. I hope this one is ready. I can create it. Okay, meanwhile I can create this one also. Okay. As you can see, the deployment is in progress. After we have to just wait for some time. Once deployment is ready, we can go with this thing. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay. I'm just making sure the notes are just checking all these notes are ready with me. Okay. So as you can see, the deployment is in complete status. If I click on this, go to resource, okay, and this is also ready. I will go to this. So this is the navigation menu. See, okay, all this is what I just spent a few minutes back. Okay, this is the diagnostic problem. Like if you have any problem, you can get all the things. Access control AM basically important service we need to remember, like if we suppose IA means identity and access management. Suppose you want to share this account, this particular service with someone else, okay, you have to make sure like they have the read access or write access or read write both access. You can control all these things with this IAM service. Okay, as of now I won't change anything. I won't change anything. Okay, then these all are data storage provided by this data storage device. Like container we can create, file cell we can create, queue we can create, table we can create, all these things we can create. Okay, so basically table means we can just create one table and we can create rows and columns here. Okay, so as of now we'll work on the containers, how containers work and how it store the data, how it all this do all this operation, how we can copy from the data pipeline. Okay, so first of all, if I go to overview, okay, here you can see this is a ADLS service. Okay, as you can see, hierarchical namespace, it is disabled here. Okay, this is I guess blob service. I guess this is a blob service. Yeah, this is a blob service. This is a ADLS service. Okay, so as you can see, hierarchical namespace is enabled in ADLS, and here hierarchical namespace is disabled. Okay, so what is this hierarchical namespace? So I will go to the ADLS first, then I will create one container here. Just give me a second, like guys. My mouse is not working. Okay, okay, mouse is, yeah. So I will create one container here. Okay, suppose I will create one container. Like again, in our terminology, in cloud terminology, we call as a landing. Okay, if we create as a lending container, I guess it will create. Okay, yeah. So it created, correct. Now, if I go to this blob service, and I will create container here also. Okay, lending. Okay, so I created the container in both ADLS and uh, blob account. Then, as you can see, the main difference here as add directory. Okay, directory means the folder structure. Like if you want to add some particular file, suppose with the timestamp today, like today is what is today's date? 12, right? 12/03. Okay, like that. Suppose you want to create one directory, normal as we call a directory, right? You can create it. You can go it here, and so basically this is the format of, like, if you give like 12/3, it will create the folder structure like 12. Then inside that again it will create the 3. Okay, so there is no need to worry about it. Okay, so it created like that way. Okay, you can see, right? But here you cannot do it like that way. And suppose I want to update something here, I want to upload something here. Okay, browse files, and then I will create some new file instead. Just a second. I will I will text document. Okay, here I will upload this text document. Okay, so what I did basically, I have just uploaded two files in Blobis and the ALS service. So if I want, I will do one thing. I will just delete this one. Okay. Okay. So the file got deleted. So I was talking about you can recover all this file, right? If you can click on this, so deleted blob, you can get your this document what you have deleted. You can just get it back. Okay. So here, then undelete. You can do undelete. Okay. So basically, if you delete here, we, as you can see in the blob service, we don't have any directory or something, correct? Here if you're deleting it, it won't delete the particular directory, it will just delete the file in the ADLS. Okay, see, the file only got deleted, the directories are as it is. Okay, so that's the benefit of ADLS account. Okay, so you no need to delete the particular directory, you just need to delete the particular file and it will work seamlessly. Okay, so this is just a basic understanding of how the ADLS works. Okay, now I will go further, like I will start with the basic pipeline. Okay, how the particular file you can move from one place to other place. Okay, how we can move particular data from SQL server to ADLS. Okay, so basically we have already created all these things. Like I have created directories and all. So, and I have created storage account. Okay, so now we need SQL database. Okay, so in Azure we have one service called SQL database. Okay, so I will go ahead and I will create one SQL database. Okay, so I will make sure all these things free trial, and I will just use my this one. the resource group database name. I will name DB. Okay. Then this server, creating the server. Okay. I will create one new server. Okay. Basically, to connect with the database, we need a server like which having username and password. So I will just create. If you don't have any server, you can create this one. Like I will give my name server and location. Like we can go ahead with the same name. The code. Okay. So just keep an eye on this all these errors it is showing. Okay, so basically there are different type of authentication what you can do with this. I will cover all this thing in later classes, but I will go with the SQL authentication. Okay, I will just use the username, password, all this thing. So I will just use my. You just give your username and you can give the password, whatever you need. Okay. Okay, yeah, password got matched. I will create this one. Okay. Um, okay, so I have created the server and I have added to the particular server. Okay, now what I will do, this SQL Elastic tool I will cover this later. Then compute and storage. So guys, please, this is an important topic. So this is, we have to carefully change it because the cost will be high. Okay, just click on this config database and you can create the, as you can see, right, the estimated cost per month is like 1156. So we need to, you will end up paying more money. So as of now we don't need much data transfer and all these things, so we can go with the basic service. Okay, which as you can see the cost reduced to 384. Okay, so you can go with this thing and you can just click on apply. Okay, and this will provide just to, as you can see previously it was providing 10 GB of storage. We don't need all this thing. Okay, we just need 2 GB of storage, that is enough for us. Okay, then this locally redundant, zone redundant, geo redundant, we can go with the normal geo redundant. Okay, then we can go with the networking. We can click it here, public endpoints and access to server. Yes, we'll click. Okay, then we'll go to the security. These all are standard. We don't need to change anything. Additional setting. Yeah, here you can do one thing. We can instead of none, we can choose one sample database which Azure is providing us. So I will click on this. Okay, I will click on OK. Don't add any tags. Do anything. I will make sure as it is. As you can see, the final cost is coming to 384 something per month. Okay, so I will create this one. Okay, so I guess it will take some time. It will take some time to create the server and database, all these things. So meanwhile, I will go ahead. I will duplicate. Yeah, you can see, right. So the total I have credit remaining for 15,431.06 in my trial account. Okay. So what I will do. Meanwhile, I have the storage, I have the SQL database, I have the SQL server. Okay. Now I will go to the Azure Data Factory. So basically, this is the main concept, like where all the most of the data engineers spend time. Okay, so I will click it here. Then what I will do, so basically first of all let me get on here. Okay, I will use my past resource group. I will use I will do yes, do git configuration, need it, public endpoints, okay, and just I'm not changing anything. I'm just keeping that standard all this thing, and I'm going ahead and I can create one. Okay, let me meanwhile I can check the status of this thing, database and server. As you can see, it is still in progress. Deployment is in progress. Yeah. So here also data factory started deploying. Okay. Let us wait some time. Let yeah, I guess it is success. Then you go to resource. Here you can see all these details, right? The activity, the same thing again, access and control. We don't need all these things. Maybe like for controlling purpose we need. But first of all, I will go to launch studio. This is the main concept. We will spend most of the time here. Okay, yeah, so here we can do all this thing. Okay, as you can see, we can do ingestion, we can do orchestration, we can transform, we can configure all these things. So the main type you can navigate, you can see navigation bar. Okay, this is we call navigation bar. Okay, then here home button, author button, monitor, manage, learning center. So first of all we'll go one by one. Okay, and first of all we'll go to author, monitor, manage. How it works I will explain in a real time example. Okay, suppose Amazon is there. Okay, Amazon is there. Okay, then one again is the delivery guy who will tell will go to the Amazon facility, will collect the things from Amazon, and then will continue his rest of the work. But before collecting all the goods from the Amazon facility, he need to give some permission. Like Amazon need to give some validation, right? So that validation is required. Okay, that validation is required before collecting the delivery person is collecting data or goods anything from the Amazon. Okay, so this we need the barrier. Okay, once the delivery person is got the all the required goods or something, then he will go and put his item in the bag or container or something. Okay, bag or container. Okay, then he put it in the container. Okay, then after putting in this container, we have some like some particular orders we have, like some person want some gift pack or something. Okay, so we have to do the gift pack with basically customer no need to worry about this thing, correct? They need this particular thing to be ready. Okay, sorry, my bad. Gift pack. Okay, once this is done, all this Amazon facility guys or Amazon people will do it. Okay, then once this is ready, then it will go to the transport. It will transport to the particular delivery address or something. Then receiver will receive the item. Okay, receiver will receiver will receive the item. So again, so before receiver gets the item, okay, the delivery guy you can see, right? We have done a OTP or something, correct? So that validation will happen here again. So that's the complete process that we'll design in data engineer right now in the Azure Data Factory. So before that, what I can tell you. So I will link all this thing with the data line. Suppose this one the record. You go manage and you can see link service, right? We have created one SQL database and SQL server we have created. Okay, so we have to link all this thing with this our pipeline. Otherwise, how our pipeline will get to know like from here to here we want to move the data, correct? I go to here. Okay, so this one I can mark the link service. Okay, and this one also we can call as a link service. Basically, basically we have to link to first of all we have to link our SQL SQL DB2. I will explain in the here also. Okay. First of all, I will go to here. Okay, link service. First of all, I will link particular thing SQL. Okay, Azure SQL database. Okay, I will link this one. Okay, so SQL link service. I can do it. Okay, then I will go with the default settings. Select all. Then server name. I can use my Satpati server. Then database name. So I will select that Satpati DB. Then SQL authentication I can use. Okay. Now I will give my credential. Basically, in the data factory, I am linking particular services like whatever I have created. I have to link. Otherwise, the pipeline won't work. So, like this example, before validation, the Amazon facility provide that boost to delivery person, right? The same way we have to link this one. Okay, password I will type what I have created. Then before creating, I will just test the connection. Okay, thing failed. Let me see. White failed. Maybe password issue. Service name. Let me see. Okay. Got it. So basically, before starting this one, right, we have to do some connection, right? Sorry, guys, with my camera. Okay, I'm just moving around here and there. So basically, before starting this, before I will connect this one, as you can see, right, there are some error happening. Basically, this IP address is not registered, so I need to whitelist all this thing. So I will just update my this thing. Okay. Now, if I refresh it, I will just refresh this one. Okay, I will refresh this one. Oh, my bad, guys. Okay, username. Okay, username. Then I will just test the connection. But cannot connect to the SQL. Please connect the SQL server. Whether SQL link is correct. Next to the SQL database server, less than implementation manager. Okay, this should not be happening. Server name. Let me select other server. Wait a second, guys. I don't know what happened. I'll just delete this one. Otherwise, okay. Okay, so we'll do one thing. We'll delete all this thing. Maybe I forgot the password. Maybe because of that it is showing the error or something. Let me see. I guess that's the issue. And I am having some bad internet also. It is not working correctly. Let me go with the. I have deleted the database. I need to delete the server also. Delete the server. Maybe there are multiple servers here have been created. Maybe that is happening. Let me see. I will delete the server. So it is just asking before for deleting we need to enter the server name also. So that's what it is asking. So I will just give the name, and meanwhile I will just I'm doing it faster, guys. Like this is like we are just deleting the server. I need to create the server again. Okay, so this is nothing but like we are just deleting the server. That's it. Okay. So one server is deleted and one more server is in work in progress. Okay, so okay, I guess that won't work now. Okay, as you can see, it is empty now. So we'll do one thing. I will go to the SQL database again. Let's create one more database. Okay, I will just go with this one. DB server name. I will create one more new server. So then I will use skill application. Then I will use username, password as this. I'm using it. Okay, let's see. I guess it should work now. Maybe I'm messing with some password. Maybe because of that it was showing error. Okay. Then I change it. I will the basic type. I will apply this one. I will make sure the georeference is selected. Then I will access the public endpoint. Allow Azure services. Then I will go to the network tab. I won't change anything. I will use sample file. Okay. Tag. Okay. Create. And I will just create. I guess it will take some time again. Okay. I guess it will take some time again. Meanwhile, ADF that is called Azure Data Factory. Then we have to link the service. Okay, link the service with the SQL first. SQL DB we have to link. Okay. Then after that, the delivery person. Who is the delivery person? Correct. So for that also we need to create one more pipeline. Basically, I will show that how the copy job works. Okay. Meanwhile, we just wait for some time. Okay, meanwhile, what we can do, we can go to author step. Okay, we can create datasets. So dataset, what is dataset? Suppose in this, in these all these things, bag, container, gift bag, these all are the datasets. We no need to worry about all these things. Basically, Amazon guy will take care of things, right? So datasets also works like that. If you can create one new dataset, suppose first of all I need to create the Azure dataset. Okay, so I will just click on this one, SQL dataset, then links. Okay, we need link service. Okay, okay, my bad guys. Let me wait for this one only. I guess before creating the dataset of the SQL database, we have to link that particular service with the SQL. Okay, so that we can get and fetch the data from the SQL DB what we have selected, right? We have selected some existing data. Okay, existing schema of that particular what Azure is providing. Okay, I don't know, it is taking unusual time. Azure SQL. One second. My bad guys. I don't know why it is taking. Normally it should up and running in 5 to 5 minutes, I guess. This time it is taking more time. I have no clue. Okay. So meanwhile, guys, so if you are if you are interest to Azure or something, you can still go with AWS. AWS has as per my experience, I can tell you like AWS is the best cloud provider because it the console of the AWS is far better compared to Azure. Okay, and the speedness of the AWS also is far better from Azure. But you can go with the Azure anything, but the same thing again. We have the same services. We have the same all these features. So no need to uh, give any headache for what cloud provider you need to choose. Go with the anything. Okay. I don't know why it is become maybe when it is slow. Alright. Deployment. I cannot delete also this one. I really don't know what happened. To cancel. Let me cancel it, guys. I guess it will take much time. Let me cancel it and delete the comment. I will create a new one. I don't know why it happened. Maybe I will create quickly one new database. Okay, just give me a second, guys. I will create a new database quickly. Okay, I will click on server. Okay, I'll just do the application. I will use that particular server. I want to use elastic pool. I will use this one. I will apply it. Then I will do next one. I will allow public endpoints. I will allow the Azure services. I will go to the security tab. I won't do any changes. I will go to the additional setting. I will use existing data. I will just click on OK. Next, I will leave it. Wait it. Let us see what happens. Maybe hope so. It will create faster this time. Submitting deployment. Okay. Taking much time. Deployment operation to create additional details on underlying resume or at least one resource deployment operation to please create deployment is happening. Okay guys, so let's see. We'll do one thing. Okay. So I will do one thing. As of now, we will close the session today. Okay. Then tomorrow I will try to make this video. Maybe some I have shared this account with one of my colleagues. Okay, maybe he is creating same thing like deploying the same thing, but it should not be affecting this one. But I guess maybe some conflicts is happening. Maybe I will do some research on this, and I will tomorrow I will get one video on this. Okay, so please forgive me if I have done something mistake in my video or I have some given wrong information. Please read in the read in the Google or something. Okay, for more about cloud, all these details. Okay, and for this I will create one basic pipeline. Basically, what we'll do, we'll connect the ADF with our SQL database. Okay, from here I will choose one particular table. Okay, then from this table, okay, I will choose this table in our Azure Data Factory, and by using one copy data pipeline. So if you can go here, if I cannot create this one as I have not created anything, I will go to this. We can go to pipeline. Okay, so these all are activity we can do. So Azure Data Factory is a no code or less code platform. We to code anything. Okay, it will just do all its own. If you can search copy, okay, you can use this copy activity, just drag and drop. Okay, that's it. Then you can select all the source from this thing where you want to select the. From here we'll choose one database column or table name, and we'll put our this table or column in our particular data store. Data storage what we have created, one container. Okay, there we'll put that particular file in that particular container. That I will tell in next video. Okay, so forgive me for this, or maybe some issues are happening, so I'm not sure, but I'll try to cover this one tomorrow as soon as possible. Okay, you guys, and next